Welcome, everyone. And I am just getting organized, get my deck shuffled here. Welcome to this free tarot party. It's weekend, TGIF, right? And it's a time to celebrate the victories of the week and maybe be real glad the week is over. Whatever's been going on for you, one thing I know for sure is that you are abundantly blessed. And I hope that you know that today. And if you don't, then I'm glad you're here so that I can help you understand how very blessed you are. No matter what you're facing, we have spirit guides, angels, passed on loved ones, all kinds of people that I call the spiritual team who are behind you, who have your back and want you to receive a message here this evening. So, welcome. And I see that we have a couple of people that are in line for their free reading tonight. And okay, so the way that you receive, Christina, are you here, my friend? Hi, Stargazer. In order to get your free reading, you need to register at manifestfaster.com. And so you just put the link in here for you. Or you can just type into your browser window, yeah. You can tap into your browser window and just write in there manifestfaster.com. It will take you to my a page on Hipsy, which is my new platform. So love this platform filled with spiritual readers and teachers and tarot readers. And I'm just proud as punch to be part of that community. And what they do is they provide me assistance during the readings so that I know exactly who is up next in line. And so if you would like a reading, you just need to book your reading by clicking the link. And the link that I use is there is a link in the description box, but I do like to make it really easy for you because it's just manifestfaster.com. And that's it. So let me type that in there one more time. And then I want to shuffle up our animal deck tonight. And I do want to pull a card for us. That's kind of our theme for the evening. What it is that spirit has for us tonight. Hi, Masuma. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. Welcome, one and all. And we're using the beautiful Spirit Oracle Animal deck. I call it Baron Reed tonight. And so the first thing I'm going to do is pull a card that's the theme for the night. Oops, there's some cards are flying out of the deck. There's a lot of energy here. So let's just pull one of our animal cards here that will be for the collective. No accident that you're here right now. And I am glad you're here so that you can receive these messages as they come forward. Okay, so we have the lizard. Hey, Mystic Christina, I was just waiting on you. Wanted to make sure that you were here before I started your reading. So, lizard spirit. So, this is the theme of tonight's reading. This is spirit reaching through to us. And do you know what's really magical about lizards? Lizards can lose their tail. Their tail can be caught, trapped, or even bitten off by a predator. And the way the creator designed this animal, it can grow a new tail. Okay. And ironically, in at least in English, there are two ways to spell the word tail. Tail, of course, is the tail attached to the animal. But the other meaning is tale, Tale. And Tale is the story you tell about yourself, right? So, one of the things the lizard medicine has for us is that once you've been wounded, once you've had a loss, once you've had a breakup or something that you cannot understand, but it hurt your life, the only hope is to tell a new tale, right? To create a narrative around your situation that has life in it. And so I'm thrilled that this lizard card showed up for us tonight as a reminder of that. Just because you've had a storyline in your life that has been difficult or painful, it doesn't mean that you're caught in that story forever. We just remove the tail that we no longer need and we begin to create a new narrative. Christina, can you resonate? Unfortunately, I can speak only Persian. Ah, bless your heart, Masuma. I wish there was a way that I could know how to communicate with you better. However, perhaps looking at the pictures that come forward will be a blessing for you. Okay? Yes. So telling that new tale, it's going to be an important part of our readings tonight because no matter what you're going through, there are at least three or four different ways that you can tell the tale of what's going on right now. And so let's go forward here. And I know, Christina, you did. I want to draw for you one of the oracle cards. And then Christina has purchased the three-card reading, which goes along with this. And it's really, what do you need to know right now? That's the name of this reading. What do you need to know, Miss Christina, with your situation? I did read in the question about there is something going on with a former employer of yours. They are not acting honorably. Fair? And so you're asking for just some guidance, like what is it that you need to know to facilitate the righting of the wrong? Okay. So let's see. I always wonder if there's going to be a jumper tonight. I'm so glad you're here, Christina. Christina's been following me for a couple years now, right? And has gone through um, an incredible journey. It makes me think of the TV show called Survivor, because it seems like there has been a series of radical challenges and obstacles that my dear friend, Mystic Christina Rose, has been enduring. Okay. Right. Where does the time go? Right. Okay. So no jumpers tonight. So let me pick what. Oh, there. Did you see that pop out? Let's take it. Okay, so this particular situation, what do you need to know about these people that are not acting honorably towards you? And we have whale spirit, trust the great mystery. And in a way, this is just so ironic because I know, let me set this here. So I know that I can only imagine the great mystery that you've been trying to make sense of, Christina, over this last couple of years. Just the losses, the shifts in energy, you've had so many things that have been otherworldly in your life, and the whale is otherworldly. If I don't know if you've had the chance to see one in real life and just be able to appreciate the immensity of these animals, and also these animals that need to breathe carefully, right? They come to the surface to collect their breath. That's what I saw too. This is the number 11. 6 plus 5 is the number of 11, which is a master number. And so trust the great mystery. So let's just see here. We'll grab the tarot. Thank you for purchasing this reading. And I'm grateful because it always is lots of fun to draw several cards rather than just a single card for the answers that you're wanting. So let's just see here. This is a fairly new deck that I'm using here. Let me get the box. It was gifted to me by my niece. It's called the Wandering Star Tarot. And there are a couple of bonus cards in here that are beautiful. And every now and then they pop out. And the author, Kat Pierce, which I think is quite interesting for you. Christina asked for a reading from one of her cats the other day. And so we haven't talked since you received that reading, Christina, but I'm just hoping that it was a comfort to you. Okay, so we need three cards. What is this great mystery? What is it Spirit's asking for you to do? And I must say, I have been thinking about your situation since I received your question this afternoon. And for those of you who are new here, hi, and Anjbel, welcome. I'm so happy to answer your questions. Okay, and if you want to have a reading tonight, you need to go to this website that I'm pointing you out to, manifestfaster.com. So once you write your, if you hold on, as soon as you click on that link, it will take you to a place where you can write your question. Okay. All right. Let's see, Christina. Let's draw our cards. And we have the Mother Star. Wow. This is one of the cards in this deck that is a bless. It's an extra oracle card. And notice that the word yes is written on here, Christina. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so you have the Mother Star. And also notice the cat, of course. Okay. Angel. Oh, okay, Angel. I couldn't see that on my other screen. Two of Cups. Yes, you guys are welcome just to watch along. I do know that these readings are for the collective. You don't need to ask a question to participate. This has been abundantly clear as I have been creating these videos several times a week, and I know that they're blessings for all. So let me take a look here, Christina. Okay. Hmm. I'm drawn to the center card here, this Two of Cups, partnership, harmony, and peace. So it's true that when we have to consider taking something to court because we're not being treated fairly, that's hard, isn't it? When you are a peace loving person, when all you want is to be treated respectfully. And I feel particularly because this place should know better, that this place should be treating people better, and they're not. Trust the great mystery. Why are they behaving the way they are? And then as I look over here at the Hanged Man, where it says waiting, rebirth, sacrifice, and reflection. So this is where you are. I feel like your energy is in this hanged man position. You have put yourself in a place of surrender, and you're putting yourself in a place of trust, right? It's such a vulnerable position to be hanging upside down. And I think because of your situation, especially with the conflict from this partnership energy, that when you began the commitment with this company, I'm just going to say that company with this group, that this is what you were thinking was there. You know, you were absolutely you thought you were in alignment with something that was a true partnership. However, within the core of your being, Christina, there was this third eye, and there were things going on that you didn't see, couldn't see, or were blinded to, where the true character of the people was being displayed, but it was hard to interpret it correctly. Okay. So when we're looking at these two different ethnicities, to me, that is part of that idea that there was something there that was energetically a mismatch and you didn't quite understand it. This mother star here is indicating that you are surrounded by mother energy. Okay. I have just that sense that there's so much energy guarding you right now. There's these healing stars, this cat, angel cat on the other side. The captain is here for you. And there's something around nurturing and birthing here. Okay. And then on the hangman card, we have rebirth. So what is it here that we need to know? If you're ever in a situation where people are going to be um, negotiating with you, working to settle something, often it goes to the last minute. It's like a battle of will. All right. And so, with you being able to take a strong position on what it is that is your ideal outcome. So, what you want to do, Christina, is you want to write down, if everything worked out perfectly, what is your ideal outcome? And get very detailed. Okay. If it's a certain money amount you need, if it's a certain apology that you want, whatever that is, become very clear on what it is that you're wanting. All right. Then it's a matter of trusting the great mystery. After you decide what it is that you are wanting, you want to write a script or a little story about the day that happened. Okay, I love scripting because it writes a version of our situation that is already solved. Now, today I do consult people, excuse me, I help connect you to your future self. And that's what the whole point of this is, to see yourself with the situation already solved. Okay, so write down specifically what is your optimal outcome, and then write a script. You could do it, I call it the email technique, where you could write me an email, for example. You don't have to send it, but you would say, Dear Catherine, do you remember that night in November, all that time ago, when we were having a reading about this situation? You will never believe what happened. The day after that reading, I received a letter with an apology from these people and an offer for a settlement. Now, even though that's not what you're seeing in real time, there's incredible power in putting it out there. What is it that you want? Also, I'm going to recommend that you use Honopono for this. Okay. And so, how I use Honopono in situations like this is that you would create as if this company was apologizing to you using Honopono. And for those of you who this is new for you, Honopono is a Hawaiian healing mantra. It's a prayer that you can say that will help loosen up any kind of block. So for you, Christina, it might be something like this. Dear Christina, we're sorry we were acting so close mindedly and cruelly toward you. Please forgive us for being so short sighted and not being able to see through to what was the right thing to do. Thank you for being so patient and loving toward us while we tried to get our shit together. Sorry. We love you. We always did. Now, if that doesn't quite hit where you're needing, Christina, we're connected here, right? And so be sure to contact me and we can work out the details of this Honopono. Now, the other side of it is for you to create a Honopono script towards them. And this is hard because it takes a lot of courage to apologize when you're not the one that did anything wrong. But this is the magic of it. It's just let's pretend. So I don't know all of the details of your situation, but here's what I would say. Dear company, I'm sorry that I have been so angry about this situation. Please forgive me for holding hard heartedness toward you and blaming you for all of my difficulties. Okay. Thank you for sending my settlement and finishing this as it should be done. I love you. It's so powerful to do this, even though they didn't act right and it was hurtful for you. Okay, my friend? So there you go. There is your reading. This is our three-card reading that you can purchase if you want. But the free readings are just a one, a single oracle card. Mystic Christina, I hope that that helps you, my friend. I would love this reading for you. And I do think that this very powerful that this Mother Star card says yes. Okay. So let's see here. Thank you guys. I was so wrapped up with that reading. Yes, Angel, I see that you have registered. I thank you so much. Hold on for just a second. I'm going to get over here. If anybody here would like to have a reading for free, I do offer that. Tonight we're using the angel deck. Excuse me, the animal oracle. And okay. Let me just make sure I've got everything in the right order. Thank you guys for being so patient. Okay, in order to get the three-card reading, it's not free. It costs $11.11. And so let me see. I'm just reading through. Okay. Okay, so you're asking me for a lot of information, and I appreciate that you've asked me for all of that, Angel. But on a one card reading with the Animal Oracle, it's a simple reading about the general energy around your situation. Okay, it's a general um, reading on the situation. Okay, so it looks to me like you are in a very complicated situation. And believe me, I see this all the time. So many people that come to me for readings are involved with a person who is engaged, or married, or has a girlfriend, and they also seem to be attracted to you also. Okay, so right now I'm going to use my animal oracle and I'm going to pull one card. If you would like to have more cards, you can certainly order that reading, dear. Okay. And dear is such a beautiful name because dear is a gentle spirit. And I can feel that there's a lot of urgency in your question that you wrote to me. I can only imagine how difficult this is for you. Let's see what the animal oracle has to say. How does spirit want to encourage you tonight, my friend? Oh, good. This one just flew out. Okay. And so here we have your oracle card. It's the parrot spirit. Watch your words. Watch your words. Okay, so dear spirit wants you to know that okay, hold on. Let me take a sip of my water here. It's very important for you to watch how you're speaking about your situation. Okay. This person that you're asking me about, are they available? Are they free to be in alignment with you? Are they free to create a relationship with you? Or are they already involved with someone else? When you allow yourself to tell a story about someone who is not available, it can be very self defeating. Understanding that any person who is already involved with someone, they are not open and available to you. And it's very important that you tell yourself the truth, that you look in the mirror and say, I want someone who is 100% devoted to me. Look at your eyes as you're looking in the mirror, dear. Say it to yourself. I want a partner who is 100% devoted to me. Say that to yourself like 3 times every morning because you need to tell yourself the truth. Watch your words. Is it really okay for you to be involved with someone who's not available. It's so tricky when people play with our feelings. It's not fair. So be sure as you are going forward that you're being honest with yourself. Watch your words. When you look in the mirror in the morning and say, I am 100% sure that I want a man who will put me first. I Are you sure? Because if you want to share your man, if you want to say, okay, he's got a wife or he has a girlfriend, I know that, but I don't mind sharing. I don't mind sharing my man with another woman. Well, then at least you're telling yourself the truth. Because you know what? There are so many men available. They write to me. Men will write to me or they'll come to me for readings and say, I can't find a soulmate. I'm like, there are many, many women looking for a soul mate, someone to love them and put them first. Generally speaking, I always ask my friends, be sure that you're wanting to share yourself with a or share a relationship with the man. Don't let yourself fall into that trap. Okay, my friend? Thank you so much. Okay, so this when you come in for a free reading, the free reading means that I pull one of these animal cards. If you want to have a three-card reading, you just click that. You need to register, and it's $11.11. Okay. I'm happy to answer for you. If you can receive a live reading right here, right now, it's just that's a purchase. Okay. So all my readings that are available tonight are on this link. So it's perfectly fine for you to receive a three-card reading. All you have to do is follow the directions in the menu. All right. So moving forward, thank you guys for who are new here tonight. I'm seeing a lot of names that I haven't recognized, so I'm so glad you're here. And in order to get your free reading, all you need to do is go to manifestfaster.com, and that will enable you to take a look at the menu of all of the readings you can order, or you can just allow me to pick just one card for you. Okay. So let's move on here because I don't have anybody right now that's in the queue. So I'm going to just draw a card for the collective for all of you guys that are here right now. Let's pull an animal card and see what is your message. If you've tuned in, you're scrolling through the readings that are available tonight and you picked to come here. Welcome. I'm Catherine. It's Pattern Breaker Tarot. And we're all about finding ways to break out of unhealthy patterns that are causing us to attract the wrong kind of people. It's so annoying, isn't it? No, I already did your reading. It's the one I just did with the parrot. That was for you, Angel. Okay. I read your whole story about your person that you're asking about, but all the message I have for you is this. Oopsie, that's the wrong card. I'm sorry. Is the message of the parrot, which is the advice from spirit is for you to watch your words very carefully. And the message is tell yourself the truth, Angel. Do you want to share with Yes. Do you want to share? Listen carefully, because here's your message. Do you want to share your man with another person? That's your message. You have to decide if you want to share your person with their wife or their girlfriend. And if you do, fine. But you just have to tell yourself the truth. Because personally, I think that a lovely person like you deserves to be number one. You deserve to be treated right by somebody and not have all those games. Okay, so moving forward, if you would like a reading, I would love to pull a card for you. Manifestfaster.com will put you into the queue. But meanwhile, because you're here, let's draw one of our animal oracles. Hold your situation in your mind. What is it that is bothering you? What is it that you're wondering about? And we will see. Hi, Tina. Welcome. And we have this moth spirit. First of all, it's beautiful, isn't it? All of that red. So there's something going on about about your life that is demanding surrender. Okay. So if you're hearing my voice right now, you can choose to receive this message. An angel, it could be you. It could be you because can we surrender? Why would spirit be having us look at this animal tonight, the moth spirit? Because sometimes when you're involved in something that's complicated, something that is hurtful, you feel like you're rowing upstream, that the winds of time and fate are blowing against you, you're in a struggle, you might be trying too hard to get something. And so surrender, giving it up completely, being able to tell spirit, okay, spirit, I don't understand why I can't get what I want. I don't understand. You might be in love with somebody who's ignoring you. You might be in a job situation where they don't respect you and you just can't figure out what's next. Well, I'm going to draw some tarot cards here. This is just a demonstration of how the cards can open up the meaning of our oracle. What is it that is really on your mind? Is it your employment? Is it a relationship? So we have this Five of Cups. So look at that figure. See how she's weeping. So there has been loss here. So somebody that's watching, you're very sad. It's loss, leaving, and sorrow. So there has been grief coming for you. There's something that's making you very sad. Okay, let's see what else is here. Strength. Oh my goodness, isn't that true? When our lives are thrown into turmoil because something that has happened was not in your control, somebody may have cheated on you, somebody may have treated you badly. Christina, this kind of looks like your energy too, because what happened to you wasn't fair. And even though you're fighting mad, the fact is that that anger, look how red that is, right? The anger at how you've been treated. So I am picking up these cards could be useful for someone is in a relationship and the person is not treating you right, or it could be because you've lost someone. It could be that you have to move when you didn't want to move. There's been some kind of situation going on that has really hurt your feelings. This red to me is all about feeling very angry. Five of Cups, something has hurt you. There's been a lot of loss. You've needed strength, courage, and strength and control. And even though she is strong, when you look at her face, she's exhausted, right? So whatever's going on has been really draining for you. And as Spirit is saying, surrender it, give it up, let go of the anger, because there's a new journey coming in here. Purity, potential, risk, innocence, and desire. This Fool card shows that as you give up, as you surrender what you cannot control, and this could be in a relationship, somebody's not treating you right, and you have tried everything you know how to do, and that person will not change. Guess what? People don't change. It's us. We have to be the ones to change. And as you surrender and say, look, I can't work this out, I can't figure it out, you open a door to a brand new experience. Look at all these stars. Stars mean that there's healing going on. There, I do a breakup reading, breakup recovery. It's very good. It's an excellent way for you to get a card reading simply on how to move forward after heartbreak. Another thing you'll find is I have a grief reading. If you are in a lot of grief because of a loss or because of a breakup, it's free of charge. You can register right on the website for a grief reading. I'm happy to comfort you in your loss and your sorrow because those of us, I'm 73, I've been around a while, and I know for a fact that life goes in cycles and some things end so that new things can begin. I know it looks dark right now for you, but the truth is there's a bright shining portal right here, full of potential, full of new desires and innocent hope for the future. This is a really hopeful reading, especially when your spirit animal, the moth, is saying it's time to surrender now. Okay, my friends? It's kind of a deep reading. Are you still here, Christina? I felt like that's got a lot of energy for what's going on with you. And Angel, I feel like that one also was partly for you because of what you're going through. It's so hard to surrender what you are looking for into the hands of the divine because we cannot force people to act a certain way. Can I hear an amen from the peanut gallery? Have you ever tried to change somebody's behavior? It doesn't work out so good. Wasn't that was I hope you were able to resonate with that, Mystic Christina, because I think you are in that surrendered place with this situation that you're in. You got nothing to lose to surrender it and to use the Honopono. Okay. So yes, if you would like, thank you, Hipsy, who is my assistant tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for reminding people that if you would like me to read live for you tonight, it's very simple. You just go to manifestfaster.com and I will add you to the queue. Meanwhile, let's just pull an animal card here for the collective. So if you're listening to my voice right now, hi, Fatuma, welcome. So glad, waving to you guys too. Hi. And think of your situation in your mind. What is it that's troubling you? Let's pull a card for the collective. And we have koala. Who likes koala bears? Anybody from Australia on the line tonight? Has anybody been to Australia? The koala spirit. And again, Christina, I feel like I'm so grateful that you stepped in to have that full reading tonight because the thing when you do these readings as I've done them over the last couple of weeks, they're all connected together because as you learn to surrender something that is not working out, guess what? Spirit has a plan. Always. Absolutely, Fatuma. I would love to read for you. Let me just put the link in here and just register right here. You can just click this link and you can ask me your question. I would love to read for you. So koala spirit, spirit has a plan, right? Spirit has a plan. You're like, well, how do I tell? What do I do? What happens next? You will find that when you set your mind to hear from spirit, and you ask angels, spirit guides, I need to know the plan. Show me clearly what is the plan. Of course, tarot is wonderful for illustrating plans, but you don't need to have a tarot reading. You can meditate, you can take a walk in nature, you can get out some crayons and paper and do some sketching. When you are creative, you're closest to the heart of the divine creator. Okay. So let's see though, what is it? How would the tarot demonstrate the plan tonight? If you've just been scrolling through, welcome. I'm Catherine. Glad you're here. Welcome to the party. I love tarot parties. How about you guys? Okay. Let's pick our three cards. Spirit has a plan. What is it? How do you know? How can you read? How can you tell what to do next? Okay, so we have justice. And the key words are balance, and equality. Okay, beautiful. And our next card, we have the Seven of Swords. theft, dishonesty. Oh, wow, look at that. So we have balance and equality right next to theft and dishonesty. Mystic Christina, are you feeling like you're in every reading? Mhm. And then we have the Five of Swords, upheaval, conflict, and loss. Okay, Spirit has a plan. Thank God, right? Because these cards are a little stark, not dark, but stark. Okay. What I love about this particular set of cards is that we have justice first. Okay. When you're aligned with spirit, you are aligned with justice. And there's a scripture in the Bible about justice being in the hands of the Lord, but I can't recall exactly what it is. But the idea that the divine spirit is not dishonest, the divine is not a thief. The divine can use upheaval and conflict and loss because as we as humans go through situations that aren't fair because we're human, we have opportunities to remember that spirit always has a plan. It's up to spirit to defend you. It's up to spirit to balance you and provide the equality. Some of the time, we are being asked to release ourselves from anger, grief, and fear. That spirit wants for us to take that step to release ourselves from anger and guilt and fear, because that will put us into alignment with the heart of God. Okay. As a human, I'm a spirit being having a human experience. Okay. Hi, Gianna. Welcome, my friend. Spirit knows that we will have conflicts with other humans. We cannot avoid it. Conflict is a natural state of affairs in humanity, especially if people feel like they're being treated unfairly. If you meditate, you're already ahead of the game. If you haven't started to meditate yet in your life, when especially as a manifester, that is a very strong recommendation. I personally use an app that's called The Way. I'll put it in here for you. It's wonderful. The teacher is called Henry Shookman, and he's brilliant. And learning how to be silent, learning how to settle into a meditation every day, just 20 minutes, reminds me of that koala spirit. Because many the koalas take naps in the trees, right? And you think of them, that's a wonderful example of a meditative animal. And so when you are meditating, you are connected to the heart of the divine. And those are the first steps toward finding your way through this maze of difficulty that you're going through. Okay. I just have to run to get the charger for my headset, you guys. Hang on. I really wish that I could make it easy for you. I wish that you didn't have to suffer, but I just don't know any humans that I've met who haven't been through their suffering time. So take it to heart, meditate if you can, because it will guide you to the peace that you're looking for. And you have to remember that God has a plan. So, one of the affirmations that I like to use in situations like this is this one: even though I don't know how, I'm trusting that spirit has a plan right now. Even though I don't know how, I am committed to believing spirit has a plan right now. Even though I don't know how, I am 100% committed to the truth that spirit always has a plan. I wish I could explain to you how this works, where you talk as if something is already happening, but it has helped me get through being very sick. It's helped me go through divorces that were extraordinarily difficult for me. It's helped me to stand. I was with my own mom when she passed away. I was holding her hand when she took her last breath. And I never knew, I didn't know how I could get through such a thing. And I had to have a divine connection, or I couldn't have done it. Kena, welcome. I'm glad to see you back again. I was telling one of my friends about the stick that I pulled for you the other night that actually had flawless written on the stick. It kind of blew me away. I'm so glad that you're back. Welcome, my friend. And Fatuma, I see that you did. Absolutely. Fantastic. Meet into some, would he accept him? Okay. So anybody speak Persian here? We need help because Masuma speaks Persian and I don't. If you could help um, translate, because if she could use Google, maybe she could translate her question into English and I could try to answer it. But again, we need to have you register in order to get your reading. So this is right where you do. If somebody could tell, I wish I had somebody else who spoke Persian and English here. So I would like to know if I ask my ex. Ooh, asking the ex. Okay, this is tricky, my friend. Let's see. Um, okay. In December, would he accept happily? Okay, Spirit, what does my beautiful friend Fatuma, what is it she needs to know? Thank you, Fatuma. You're welcome, Mystic Christina. Thank you for coming, my friend. Biggest hug. Love you, girl. I'll see you on the next reading, okay? And reach out to me, would you, if you need any clarity? Mystic Christina has worked with me for a couple of years now, and I have such great love for her. My dear friend, me throw some hearts up for you. Good night. Have a good night. Hugs to you too. Okay, Fatuma, what does Spirit have for you when it comes to this X? Oops. My goodness. Cards are jumping. Okay, when it comes to this ex, will they be happy to meet up in December? Okay, this card flipped over. Okay, and it's the spider spirit. Okay, Matuma. All right. How long has it been that you guys have been separated? There's a little bit of a delay on the video, so I will wait and see how long has it been that you guys are separated. There's something that came into my mind when I read the question. Okay, 3 months, okay. And, did he ask for the separation or did you? Oh, I was going to say the first thing that came to my mind when you asked your question, Fatuma, is okay. The first thing that came to my mind was a saying that we have here in the States, and maybe you have it too, where it says, an X is an X for a reason. Okay. An X, and maybe some people, if you feel like if you've been through that, an X is an X for oopsie, reason. And so when I do readings, part of what happens is things come into my mind that I don't understand why it comes into my mind. But in your situation, I think it's important for you make your dreams real. Okay, so it seems like you may be caught in a web, Fatuma, that your dream that you're wanting is not real. Okay, they're just hang in there now. It seems that there's something going on that you can't see. Have you ever been walking outside and you walk right into a spider web? You can't see it, right? And all of a sudden you feel it on your face. I really hate when that happens. Ugh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. And so that's what I'm seeing here is there's something that spirit wants you to take very seriously. Because at this point, if this person asked you for no contact, that they didn't want to go forward with you, it's important for you to know to honor that. Okay, it's important that you honor it because if he wanted to be with you, guess what? He would be the one asking you to meet up in December. And the best thing you can do in these situations is to disengage, okay, to just break it off in your own mind. You can develop your own life. You can, there's a lot of things you can do with your time rather than obsess about this person and just allow them to reach to you. Okay. If his heart has changed and he wants to return to you, he will. You can't avoid it. But if for some reason he felt that you were not what he's looking for right now, the best thing you can do is to break it off. Okay? This is very difficult. I know this is a hard reading to get, but my clients always tell me don't hold back. Please help me understand. All right. So, what we're seeing here is to make your dreams real, meaning what is what is it about being back together with this person? Okay, Fatuma, what how will you feel if he contacted you? Okay, he said we should stop because it's complicated, right? So if he did contact you and say, "Could you meet me?" What would it mean? What would you feel? Right? See, both have spouses. Yeah, absolutely. God love you. Honestly, I just want to reach through my screen and I want to give you a hug. It's so unfair, if you ask me, when we get interested in someone who's not available to us. And when you respect him, he's saying it's too complicated. It's your dream is not real. It's like that spider web. You can't see how sticky and icky it is. But he had the courage to say, right now, this is too complicated and I don't want to go forward. So I think that your answer is if you asked him to meet, would he accept happily? I think you know the answer, don't you? You really do know the answer, Fatuma. I think you wish that I could say something else, but it seems the dreams you have to connect with him are just not real. Okay? So I'm just putting my hand on my heart because I feel how difficult this must be for you. But it's best off if you turn your attention back to your own family, back to your spouse. If you don't want to be with your spouse anymore, well, you have steps to take, right? But it's not fair to this man to not honor him. Okay. Bless you. Do you hold on, let me see. Oh, another thing is that it doesn't necessarily mean something might not develop in the future, but I would just wait till he contacts you for sure, because he's the one that's too complicated for him. Right. I mean, it's just opens up a huge can of worms. That's what we call it in my language. It opens up a can of worms when you pursue a married person. Anybody else here? Have you been in that kind of situation? Do you know yourself what it is to have this kind of, yeah, right? You're not alone. And these kinds of very difficult relationships, complicated relationships, can be brutal for you. Okay. So I would say the answer would be no. It would be highly doubtful that he would be happy to see you in December, especially if he asked to have some time because it feels complicated. Okay. Moving forward, let's see here. All right. So we have opening here. If somebody's watching and they would like to have reading, I would love to read for you. I'm going to continue to read for the collective here in our tarot party tonight and be able to open up the animal deck and see what cards want to speak to us. And then if you would like to have a reading, all you have to do is type into your browser manifestfaster.com, and it will be placed, you will be placed into the queue, and I can read for you. Okay, so welcome. Hi friends. This is Catherine. I'm at Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we are all about breaking up the patterns that are keeping us lonely and disconnected. What mistakes are we making? How can the animal tarot, or excuse me, animal oracle cards draw us into a peaceful relationship with our very own selves? Oopsie, mess up my tablecloth here. Let me just cut our cards and pull an animal oracle. Okay. Oh, I love whenever this card comes up in a reading, I'm always grateful because FROG, frog, I like to make they call it a mnemonic device where each of the letters of frog spells a message. And the message is fully rely on God, FROG. And so the message for us tonight is that there is only one way to understand our spiritual relationship, and that is to get rid of all the clutter of thought, clutter of habits, clutter of things that do not serve you anymore. And clearing out the clutter, often the easiest thing to do is to do it in your own house. Okay. What closet have you not looked at in 5 years? What's at the back of your refrigerator? What's in the trunk of your car? Spirit of Frog Spirit comes today to give you something practical that you can do. If you've got an issue, a complaint, something's not working out in your life, there's two things you can do. Number one, the first thing that you can do is to write down what it is that is your optimal outcome of your situation. Okay, what is it that will be the best for you, the best solution? Okay, and then after your best solution, you've written it down, then what you want to do is you want to clear some clutter in your home. I wish I could explain what it is why it is that works so well. I just can't. But I know for me, breakthroughs come when I declutter my house. So thank this frog spirit for hopping into our reading today. 2 plus 8 equals 10, and 10 is the closure of a situation. It's a time for a change. So if you clean out 3 things in your home or your car or your refrigerator or your cupboards, you are going to find it will shift the energy in your situation. Now at the top of my screen, I see 10, 10. 10 people here and 10 thumbs up. So that's a lot of tens, okay? Yes, declutter. Hey CW, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for taking that to heart. Last night I was really keyed up. I got some very exciting news, and I was so thrilled I couldn't rest. And so I went in and cleaned out a closet, and I love that feeling. Put on some good music, go through and make piles of things that I could give away, and throw away a bunch of stuff. It really lifts your spirits. So I see Kina. Is that how you say your name? Liberia. Matudakawa, welcome from Liberia. I'm so grateful to have you. I feel quite honored all the way across the world. If you would like to have a reading, all you have to do is register your question right here, and I'm happy to pull a card for you. And so let's see here. Miss Kina. Is that how you say your name? Kina? Let's see here. Will my business grow and be able to take care of my little baby girl? Hi, Millie. Welcome to the real Millie. I am so glad you guys, I have so many new friends here tonight. I love it. Thank you so much. I'm happy to pull cards for you. So Kina, you were here the other night and I pulled a card. So thank you for returning to check out my readings tonight at our tarot party. Let's see here. I'm just going to hang on. I just want to touch the cards. Okay. Will my business grow and be able to? Ooh, well, that didn't take long. Let's see what animal guidance we have for you. Antelope spirit. Isn't this beautiful? Hey, Kina. Yes. Okay. This is just a beautiful energy here. Okay. So, Millie, you just need to click the link to register your question and then I can answer. Okay. So, antelope spirit, life is speeding up. Life is speeding up, and it's a 2. Okay, so it shows me that there is definitely positive energy around your question. And so it does look, there's 2 things I'm seeing here. Number 1, I'm noticing these symbols up here that are guiding. And so I'm wondering, and there's an echo of the symbols down here. Oh, this is such a beautiful card. So I'm wondering if you're in the arts, or if you are an artist, or if you're creative in your work. This is the first thing that I'm curious about. And then I'm just noticing this figure here. So here we have the antelope running across, and then we have this other antelope here that's shadowing this one. So I feel that there is an ancestor. Okay, great, because I'm sensing that behind you there's a faded art, right? But ahead of you is clarity. And I also feel that there's a passed away loved one, perhaps a grandmother, who is right behind you that has your back. A relative that may have been blessed in the same area. Oh, these almost look like, this looks like nail art to me. Yes, I think that there you have support. Like I said, I'm sensing a female energy, a mother, grandmother, auntie on the other side who has got your back and is inspiring you. Okay, wonderful. And I feel that things are speeding up. So you are going to experience some feeling of rush. As your business expands, it's going to be really important for you to have a strong foundation. Okay, Kena? What is it that makes you different from other nail artists and other makeup artists? I wish you lived closer to me because I don't wear much makeup and I feel insecure about it, and how fun it would be if you could teach me, right? But there's going to be something happening, and you know what I'm sensing? I'm sensing the weddings. I don't know if you do weddings or if that's something you're interested in, but notice this lace on my tablecloth here. It seems to me that you might be so good. You do your work well and you go fast and you're able to move quickly, and your clients are really delighted with you. So I wonder if part of what's speeding up for you is events, parties, bridal showers, baby showers, where you could be part of, you could do makeovers and stuff. I'm just kind of speaking out of my spirit here. I'm like, whatever it means for you. But I do feel like there's something in your future. Oh yeah, okay. Because I feel like that you're leaving something in the past here. Can you see the designs are very hard to see? And as the antelope runs faster, there's clarity, okay? So what a wonderful message for you. I would say that now that you have your baby girl, things may have shifted some for you. But as you go forward, make sure you have that strong foundation. Make sure that you are secure with your finances. Don't mess around mixing up your accounts. Make sure that you're crystal clear on what your goals are. And then another thing I would suggest for you, Kina, is look in the mirror and use an affirmation like this. Ready? Even though I don't know how, I have more clients than I know what to do with right now. Even though I don't know how, my wedding business is alive again somehow. Even though I don't know how, I am very confident right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling the guidance of my dear loved ones right now. Creating affirmations like this is a life changer, okay? Trust me.
it'll help you get your feet on the ground. It makes perfect sense to me that you're running beyond your past into a future with more clarity, especially now that you have your baby girl to take care of. Okay, a great reading, Kana. Thank you so much for coming back. You guys, one of the things that I do on my channel is that I do instant readings where once you go to manifestfaster.com and you register, you will, once you register, then you will be, I can send messages to you. And if you want to speak to me privately, it's really easy. All you have to do is click the button and I'll pick up the phone and we can have a reading where you could speak to me, okay? All right, moving forward. Even though I don't know how, I know my business is going very far and my guards are with me right now. Excellent, Kina. Beautiful. These kinds of affirmations are very powerful, especially if you do them looking in the mirror so that you see yourself telling yourself a new story, okay? And so let me look for here. Matudakawa, please. Because my love life difficult, lost my 3 brothers and 1 here. I am confused and disturbed. Okay, so Matuda, I would love to pick a card for you. Absolutely would love it. What you need to do is just fill out this link. I will put the link in here for you. And you fill out the question, and I'm happy to read a card for you. Okay, my friend? Thank you so much for being so patient. And for playing the game with me on my new format. I used to just throw out the free readings without being organized. And Kana, that's part of me too, is like when you're not organized, it can be difficult, right? And so it helps me stay organized with Hipsy because they set it up for me to work easily so that as you click the link, and then you can add your question and I can pull a card for you. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull a card for the collective. Hi, oops, there we go. Hi, Rakna. Rakana. Hi, Rakana. I would love to read for you. Just click the link right there, right above where you just wrote me your note. Click that link and you can put your question right inside of there. Okay, Rakana? I think I've seen you here before, haven't I? Let me just put the link in, and then this card flew out of the deck. So those of you who are, there you go. All you do is just click that link and put your question in there, and I'm happy to answer for you, okay? Torn Humble. I'm glad that you're here. I've been thinking about you. I've been hoping that you're well. Thank you for popping in. Okay, so we're going to take a look here. And we have Eagle Spirit. Wow, it's funny, Torn, that you popped in right now, of all minutes, because Spirit has your back. So those of you who are watching me right now, Spirit has your back. And I feel like for this with the eagle, which is an animal that is very important for our country, and with you being a service person and serving our country, and the bald eagle is just a symbol of grace and strength. And so I believe that for those of you who are watching this right now, that Spirit is wanting for you to know that your back is covered, that Spirit has your back. And when you are involved in something where there's strife, struggle, where you have to follow directions, you have to do things that are against your nature, you can get pulled away from this truth that Spirit has your back. I remember one time I met a person who was a Navy SEAL, and he was way younger than me, and he had a desire to go to the North Sea and to be on those fishing boats that they have up there way in the North Sea. But he didn't want to go because he was he was afraid he would disappoint his family. He had so many obligations. And he told me that in SEAL training, how they had to turn off their intuition, that part of their humanity, they had to turn it off in order to function, to be a member of the service. And we talked about that, and he said it just F's you up, you're not sure what you need to do. And so we talked, and we had a lot of great conversations. And through our conversations, he realized that if he didn't follow his heart, that if he didn't go to the North Sea and be on that fishing boat up there, he would not have a complete life. And so the next thing I heard, that he did move to Alaska, and he took a position on one of those boats. And I was so pleased for him, because following his heart was the way he set his spirit free. And so whatever you choose, whatever's going on for you, if you just remind yourself that spirit has your back, it's like a medicine for your soul. An affirmation that can go with this is, even though I don't know how, I'm trusting that spirit has my back right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to trust spirit right now. Even though I don't know how, I trust God to take care of me right now. These kinds of affirmations can be very effective in helping you cross that bridge to more peace of mind, okay? Just a beautiful, beautiful message for all of us tonight. Rakana, I see that you have asked your question. Let me pull you up. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just get my computer cooperating. Okay, and we have, will you be back in contact with your person? Currently, there's no contact, and it's a blocked situation, and you're wondering if he will reach out on his own. I can feel, just as you are speaking that to me, Rakana, I can feel your heart, and I sense what your heart really wants. Torn, I'm glad you were here to receive that reading. And I also want to remind you, oh, thank you, Kana. I also want to remind you, I do have a free reading available on my channel, and it's for people who are having a lot of grief. And Torn, I would just be so honored to put together a grief reading for you. I can only imagine what you saw and what you experienced. So if you do go to my channel, manifestfaster.com, and just scroll to the bottom, you'll see my recorded readings. And there is a reading for grief that is no charge, okay? So Rakana, all right, so I feel for you, my friend. I feel for you. I sense your heart is very tender towards this person. I'm sorry that you're going through this. Let's see this animal card. What is the wisdom coming from our beautiful animal friends? Okay, and it's the beautiful dog spirit. It makes me smile. When my family was young, we had a border collie that looked just like this, but wasn't wearing a crown of flowers on her head, but so pretty. Okay, all right. This card says, be loyal to what you love. It does not say be loyal to who you love, does it? It says be loyal to what you love. So with this card, I believe that Spirit is asking you, what else can you focus on besides this person? Okay, this person did ask for time. This person said, this is too much for me. I don't feel it. They have turned away from you, okay? So right now, you have two choices. One, you can stay focused on this relationship with Tamim, and you can live in the past, where all you think about is this person, okay? And then the other choice is to what are the other things that you love? What kind of music do you like? Are you an artist? Are you someone that likes to help people? If this person is this, let's say that on my one hand, this finger represents Tamim, okay? And yes, you could put 100% of your focus over there. But my other hand represents all the other things that are a part of your life, okay? What else do you love? Can you let this rest? Because what I can promise you is that if you come across as too needy, if you need to have this man, he will run away from you every time. If he is meant to be yours, he will come back. If he's meant to be yours. But the dog spirit is, I love, let go. Let go. How wonderful for you to come into this reading right now. I mean, you guys, this is craziness to me because I'm saying let go right when let go came into the reading. So Rakana, I think this is like a double message for you, right? I mean, I don't like to give this news to people because I believe you have sincere feelings towards this person. But at this moment, the message is clear. Be loyal to what you love besides him, okay? It's just, it will bring you so much more peace of mind. Now, I do have a reading in my recorded readings about no contact where you can receive a recorded reading meant just for you. And I can open up more cards and give you some more advice about your being in a no contact situation because it is difficult. It really is. And I'm absolutely, my heart goes out to you for what you're dealing with. But write down 5 things, Rakana, that you do love in your life, okay? And then focus and be loyal to your own self and to what you love and let this man go. If he comes back, you will know he's serious, all right? I just make that sound so easy, and it's not, I understand. Let go, hi. It's just that I was just speaking about letting go of somebody in the reading, so when you came in, it just got my attention. Hi, hello world, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm pulling cards for the collective. If you'd like to have a reading, you just need to register for it. And it looks to me like, oh, Torn Humble is here. Okay, I love that. Okay, Torn, I'm happy to pull for you. And let me just go over here, you guys. Oh, I just want to make sure my link is in here. All right. I am happy to read for you, my friend. Torn Humble. Sometimes when we're torn, the only answer is to be humble. Isn't that true, my friend? I went through a serious illness in 2007, and I did not know if I would live or die. No kidding. And so when I did survive it, which was fantastic, and I'm so grateful that I survived. But when I went through that time, it was the darkest time of my life, and now it's 18 years later, I'm still here. So I'm grateful for that. Angel, I did pull a card for you. I already read for you in the beginning of the reading. You were reading number 4. So you can go back and refresh the reading, and you'll be able to hear your reading, my friend. Okay? Aw. You know what? I want to say thank you so much for saying that. I can promise you that tapping is way more gentle than you think. Honestly, you will be shocked at how gentle it is to do this energy work that I know how to do. Okay, so again, if you get your well, yeah, it's such a miracle. I mean, I would just to think I'm meeting you guys, and I never gave up. I was plenty angry when I went through my hard time. Very angry, and I remember saying to the divine, I'm not going to help anybody ever again. If I survive this, I want to work in the toll booth on the freeway, and I want to take people's tolls and make change and say, have a nice day. You know, I was so angry, and here I am helping people all these years later, so I'm glad that the divine has a sense of humor. Okay, so my friend, Torn humble, torn blessed. Will love find me at some point? Okay, let's open our oracle cards. Oh, thank you, let go. Isn't it true? When we're torn, the only answer is to be humble and really to surrender it. But I have tools. I teach very practical tools for healing, and I'm happy. If I can't help you, I will find somebody who can. I can refer you. Okay. For my friend Torn, I'm so glad to see you. I've been sending you positive energy. Do you get emails from me, Torn? Because I am sending out videos that I find uplifting and other resources to help my friends. So please do make sure that you're hearing from me. Okay. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Crow spirit. Were there crows on your last reading, Humble, when you were here? I can't recall. It seems to me there were crows that shown up. Okay, good. I'm glad you're getting the emails. Was there a crow on your reading when you were here the other day? Oh, good. Okay. Because crow spirit, co-create with spirit. This is the best card for you. Humble, I have goosebumps right now just thinking about this, because for you right now, there is no question. Let me just enter this. There's no question that the answer is yes. Okay? There's no question. The answer is yes. And so, what we know for sure is that love doesn't find you. Love is like the remedy where you and your person find each other. It's a co-creation, because somebody is looking for you and you are looking for them. As we make a triangle where we have the two people and the divine, that creates this perfect balanced symbol that it is possible. If that's what your heart desires, you can find the path to get there. A lot of people make the choice to be single in this day and age. They do. However, spirit brings humans to fulfill our needs to love, that are outside of or different from romantic love. Okay, you in your situation, Humble, after everything you've been through, I would guess. Now, can you see on this crow card? Can you see how it's wearing like some sort of necklace? I need to look at it more closely. Hang on. So this is catching my attention. This bright orange and yellow symbol that this crow is wearing. And to me, it just signifies it's right over the heart. So, what that's showing me is that as you step into a new story around love, it's going to make a huge difference for you. Now, Humble, I just have to reach back and find this card. I wish I could find it, because I did a card at the very start of the reading, and I just want to see. It was the lizard card, because I wanted to show it to you. So hold on. Because the lizard, that was our card that's like the theme of the readings tonight. And the lizard is got a trait about it that is very unique. The lizard is an animal that, here it is. The lizard is an animal that regrows its tail. Okay, if it's attacked, or if it's a predator gets a hold of its tail, the predator can actually chew off the tail, and then that lizard can run off and it will grow a new tail. And so I took this to mean there's two ways to spell tail. One is T-A-I-L, right? It's the tail, right? But there's another way, and that's T-A-L-E. And that's the story we tell about our lives. And there's a way to tell your story about love that is different than the one you tell right now. And that's the magic of learning how to speak what I call the language of attraction. For example, you might say, I was cheated on, you know, Every woman I've been with has treated me badly, let's just say. What we can do is flip it around and create something, a different version of that story, which might sound something like this. Up until now, I never realized that my experiences with other women could help prepare me to really build a healthy relationship. Up until now, I never realized that when I was with those people, it taught me what I really want. Because when we have negative experiences in love or relationships, friendships, family relationships, we can change our story and tell ourselves a different version. Because if it's in your heart to meet someone, to be your divine counterpart, your partner, this is where the magic can happen. But it does happen first in your heart. And right now, if you give yourself 2 to 3 months, give yourself 2 to 3 months to allow change to happen, you will sense new hope and life for yourself. Okay? I'd say it's a wide open yes if that's what you're really wanting. But you and spirit together will be co-creating your future. Okay, Torn? Absolutely. That's beautiful. I love what Torn said here. He goes, it's so accurate. I have stopped seeing things as breakups instead of breakthrough because you don't want to be with the wrong person. I made mistakes in my relationships I got myself in trouble because I didn't pick properly. I was saying my picker was broken. But when I look back, I think, no, because every lesson I learned through all that pain has helped me become who I am today, right? So thank you so much for being here. Take advantage of that grief reading. You'll get a taste of what I do on a deeper level at no cost to you. It's my pleasure. Okay, I just want to go back and see somebody said, okay, so Matu Dakava, what I do is once my channel over here at manifestfaster.com, sometimes I'm available for readings and you can click the talk to me and I will pick it up and I'll talk to you. So I don't give out my number here, but there is a way to talk to me as you follow the directions on the site, okay? All right. Well, much love to you, Torn. I'm really, really thrilled that you're part of my world. Thank you. Okay, and next, Rhonda. And Rhonda, you're the one that's name is Let Go, right? Because that just cracks me up that you came at the exact right minute to be a blessing for somebody else. So that already tells me that you're a blessing to the people in your life. Do you know that, Let Go? You are a blessing. Okay. So let's move forward here. Crush reading, my person went abroad for work, but I can't stop thinking about them. Aw. Dark night of the soul. Oh, my question's about my crush. Okay. Dark night of the soul. Okay. So what is your birth sign, Rhonda? What is your birth sign? And then let's see, next we have Lakshmi. Hi Lakshmi, you'll be next. Aries, okay. So Aries, the Aries energy, darling, Rhonda, is that correct to say your name that way? So Aries definitely has a lot of energy. Okay, Aries can be misunderstood. Okay, so when that person said about dark night of the soul, it's just one of those ways that you can be misunderstood. Can you relate? And so people think that you're thinking something and you're not thinking that at all. It can be very difficult because you do need to be authentic when you're forming your relationships. And so often we kind of shape ourselves. We are like a chameleon, we can change colors, we can change our personality to fit with people, and that can end up being disastrous. So so we have the crush. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I feel for you. I'm just the biggest hug. Thank you for sending all those hearts, because isn't it true? Like when you feel people don't get you, it's very painful, isn't it? It's just so painful when they don't get you. And I would say to people, it's so important that you don't settle. If somebody doesn't get you, do not settle. Allow them to let them go. Let go, right? Let go. I love that you named yourself Let Go. Okay, so we have a distance relationship. And is this crush alive? Is the crush on two sides? Okay. Okay, is this crush equal? Are both sides of this crush at the same energy? That's what I'm sensing. Let's see what the animal is. Don't you love the animal oracle, you guys? Such fun. Okay. Canary spirit. Look at the canary with a little crown on its head. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Animals are amazing. They're just such innocent spirits. You know, they're never snarky. Animals are never snarky. They don't yell at us. They don't desert us. They're just busy being their darling selves. Where's Murphy? Murphy's being so quiet tonight, sitting behind me. So the canary, sing your own song. Okay, so as people know, if you hang out here with me, you know that I don't hold back. I read what I feel when I see these cards. Now, how many birds do you see here? Let go. How many birds are sitting on the stick? All right, there's just one bird here. And sing your own song. So I feel that Spirit is asking you to release this person, okay? Because and again, I'm not a psychologist or a college professor or a social worker or anyone, like that, academic. I am an artist of these cards, an interpreter of the stories. And what I feel is so important for you to develop yourself without obsessing on this person, okay? Especially if you felt misunderstood. And you're writing a song. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. This bird is sitting on a flute. Do you play the flute? I would totally freak out if you play the flute, Randa. Because what this shows is that the energy right now is a singular energy. And as you can, okay, that would just freak me out, honestly. But as you work on your own music and you sing your own song, there is a portal here, a mandala. It's a circular portal that you're going to be carried into a different life than you have right now as you pursue your own passions. This person who you have the crush on, it's nice to have a crush. It feels good, but also it feels bad part of the time because of the fact that you can't control the other person. And if they don't feel the same way, we only have one choice, and that is to release them for right now. Does that mean they won't come back? No, not at all. But if you are needing them, if you're obsessing about that other person, they can kind of sense that energy, and that's like a repellent. You know how you spray on mosquito repellent so they don't bite you? Well, that's kind of what we do when we're obsessing over someone that's no longer showing interest in us. Now listen, I myself have made mistakes in this area when I was younger, for sure, where somebody flirts with you a little bit and you're like, oh, they like me. And all of a sudden you're just losing your mind and obsessing about them all the time. And it's painful. I've had that happen. And there's one man in particular I really worked hard to detach from, and I thought I was doing pretty good. And then I was out at a restaurant and I saw someone who looked just like him. I'm telling you, my heart stopped in my chest. I was so shocked. And I thought, man, am I never going to get over this person? Because if they like you, you would know it. There's a book that said he's just not that into you, because if somebody's into you, you know it. And your heart really does know the answer, doesn't it, Randa? And I know, like Taylor Swift, Taylor has made a gazillion dollars writing breakup songs. She's had more breakups than she's had successful relationships, right? Some of the greatest art in the world comes out of pain. But I think this answer is that you need to wear that crown. You need to be the royalty in your own life. You need to take care of you. Write a few songs until you release this person, and then let them come back. If they are meant to, they will. Meanwhile, you are a wonderful person. You have so much potential, and you would make a great partner for somebody, for sure. So work on your own confidence. Be very friendly to the people that you deal with. Volunteering is a great thing to do, just to get out into the world where you can help people with no agenda and see what Spirit has for you. Okay, my friend? Just a great, thank you. These animal cards are so, so fun. I just want to show you what the looks like in case you want to get these cards. Oops, they're upside down. It's just a great, if you collect cards like I do, you definitely want to add these to your collection. Okay, let me just grab a sip here, and I have somebody else in line. So thank you guys for helping me tonight. I'm getting so many people that are able to get in. Wonderful. We've been having a little bit of trouble with the website, and so I appreciate you guys, all your patience and love. Okay, let me just refresh. And we have Lakshmi. Hi, Lakshmi. Welcome. Are you new here today, my friend? I don't remember seeing you before. So Lakshmi, do you see? Oh, so you're wondering about, will the parents accept you? Okay. Is that you? Hello world. Are you Lakshmi? Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad. Okay, click here. Yes, so be sure to click there if you want to have your reading. All you do is click the link, and we've had 9 people tonight. That's so wonderful. Thank you guys. Okay, let go. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I loved it. So, hello world, and we have the parents accept. Okay, will the parents? All right. Will the parents accept you? Okay, let's see what our beautiful animal deck has to say. Will the parents accept you? Thank you guys for being at my tarot party tonight. I love doing the tarot parties. I get to meet so many new friends, get to pull cards for you guys. I'm just very grateful. Okay, let's see. Let's pick a card. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. This and that are true. Okay. Well, the first thing that I see here, this reminds me of being a fish out of water, right? Because the fish has jumped out of the water, and so that is intriguing to me. And being a fish out of water, that's an English expression that means you don't quite fit in. Okay, so being a fish out of water is a symbol of when you don't quite fit in. So that makes me wonder for you, Lakshmi, do you feel like that awkwardness, like that you're a stranger in their world and you feel like you don't quite fit in? And so this and that are true. This and that are true. Okay, so what I see here is this is true and that is true, right? There's 2 storylines going on here. This is true and that is true. So different cultures, yes, okay. Can you believe this card got pulled, Lakshmi? This is really crazy because this card is showing that this is true. So this is true, that one part of it is you definitely feel like a fish out of water in the family group, okay? And then that is true, is that you want them to accept you. So at this point, you're taking on a challenge, for sure. For some families, that is very important to the parents, right? Very important. And if it's against everything they believe to go outside of their culture. So this is very difficult, isn't it? Yes, exactly right. The fish does dive back into the water. So this so much depends on their sun, okay? The man that you're interested in, how does he feel? You don't have to answer. I'm just saying for you to consider. How does he feel? Does he also feel like a fish out of water because he wants your parents to accept him? Okay, so as you walk forward and develop the relationship with this man, it's so important to honor the parents on both sides because they have dreams about their child. Your parents have dreams about their child. If it is fate that you and Kushagra, Kushagra, if you guys are destined to be together, if spirit has brought you together, then both parents will get used to you. They will accept you, right? But it all starts with you and him. It might be that after you date for a while, that you guys realize, listen, this is just not supposed to be forever. Some relationships are for a minute, some are supposed to last. And it may be that you guys are learning about what you truly want. If you're each able to communicate to your families how important this person is and how blending the cultures is good for everyone, you may get their support. But Kushagra has to have the courage and the integrity to be honest with you and his parents. And you also need to be honest with yourself and your parents and look at it as a complete possibility. This and that are both true. What a powerful message. And I like what you said to me, Lakshmi, when you said that the fish goes back into the water. I have been married 2 times, and I never thought I would say that. I didn't know that that was going to be part of my life, to have 2 different family systems. And even though we were in the same culture, there were still difficulties because the traditions that one family is brought up in, you could both share the same nationality, and yet the differences could still be very, very extreme. Okay, so I would say you and Kushagra talk about it a lot. Make a plan for yourselves, and then make a plan for how you present yourself to your families. Okay, a beautiful, beautiful reading. You just have to take it baby steps, right? You have to take baby steps and work at what it is that you can compromise to bring you guys together. Okay, so now I've reached the end of my line. I'm trying to make these readings about 90 minutes, and I'm already over that amount. And so I'm going to say good night to all of you. Thank you so much, especially the newcomers who have come tonight. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the support you give to my channel. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. It really helps me. And make sure that you subscribe so that you will be notified the next time I go live. And those of you who signed up tonight, you can watch your email. I will be messaging you. Oh, you're welcome, Lakshmi. I want for you to have success. I want you to have your heart be fulfilled. All right. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you received your answer. Please come back, visit me again. Let's have another tarot party, and you are invited. I just love y'all so much. Go forth and prosper and be good to the people in your life. They don't mean to be annoying. They honestly don't, but we have to be patient, don't we? Good night, everybody. See you next time.